Today, I'll be sharing a summary of an action-packed sci-fi film titled Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. The story begins with a brief text overview explaining how humanity dominated Earth for millennia, but their arrogance eventually led to their collapse. A human-engineered virus sparked the rise of an intelligent ape species, while severely diminishing human intellect and the ability to communicate. Amidst the chaos, apes and humans struggled to coexist, and an ape named Caesar emerged as a leader, making great sacrifices for the survival of his kind. The opening scene transitions to Caesar's funeral, where his companions honor him by placing flowers on his head and lighting his pyre in tribute. The story then leaps forward by several centuries, revealing that apes have formed distinct clans across the planet. We meet three young apes, Noah, Sona, and Anaya, on a journey to collect eagle eggs as part of a bonding ritual for the eagle clan. This ritual tests the youth, requiring them to retrieve eggs from a nest, but they can only take 2 if there are 3 eggs. The eggs are then nurtured until the birds grow and are trained for hunting. The trio ventures to the highest point in the forest and discovers a nest containing 3 eggs. Noah is tasked with retrieving the 3rd egg alone and climbs to another cliff where a sun eagle's nest is perched. When Noah grabs the egg, the mother eagle attacks, causing him to slip and nearly fall, but he manages to cling to the side of an old building. On their return, the group notices their horses behaving nervously and discovers that Noah's blanket is missing. Suspecting someone nearby, they follow tracks leading to a railway tunnel, where they find the blanket hanging. Sona retrieves it despite the danger, and they quickly flee. The tunnel is forbidden by tribal law, as the apes fear encountering humans, whom they refer to as echoes. Once back in the village, the trio reunites with their clan, who live on wooden scaffolding built atop high-tension electric poles. Noah climbs to the top to meet his father, Koro, the clan's chief, and places the egg in the nest. During their conversation, Koro notices human blood on Noah's blanket and questions him about crossing the tunnel. Fearful, Noah denies it, hiding the truth from his father. Koro gives the blood-stained blanket to his eldest son, instructing him to investigate its source. Later that night, Noah hears noises coming from the fish storage and discovers a human girl hiding there. When he tries to approach, she panics, pushes him away, and escapes into the forest. Unfortunately, in the chaos, the eagle egg in Noah's pouch breaks. Anxious, Noah confides in his friends and explains that he needs to replace the egg before sunrise. While they offer to postpone their own rituals to help him, Noah insists on handling it himself. Determined, he sets out into the dark forest on horseback in search of another egg. Instead of eggs, Noah hears a commotion and stumbles upon the body of an ape wearing a mask and armor. Suddenly, his injured brother appears, warning him of an imminent attack before succumbing to his wounds. Moments later, more apes arrive, forcing Noah to hide. Among the newcomers is Silva, the leader of the masked apes, who is enraged to find his forces wiped out. Noticing human blood on a blanket carried by the fallen apes, Silva deduces that they were chasing the girl whose blood it was. He then spots Noah's horse and uses an electric wand to injure it, hoping it will lead them to the village. When Noah returns, he finds his village in flames. The masked apes are raiding the settlement, capturing its residents while chanting, "For Caesar!"
For Caesar! Wow!
Desperate to save his father, Noah climbs the burning scaffolding, but Silva intercepts him. Noah frees the eagles in a last-ditch effort but cannot save Koro, who dies at Silva's hands. The encounter ends with Noah being thrown from the tower. The next morning, Noah awakens amidst the ruins of his village. Grieving, he buries his father and vows to seek justice. While gathering himself to begin the search for his surviving clan, Koro's eagle reappears. Following the bird's lead, Noah crosses the forbidden tunnel for the first time, emerging into a landscape of towering ruins from humanity's past. Despite the danger, Noah continues his journey, finding shelter and eating whatever he can. The following morning, he tries to connect with the eagle using a chant his father taught him. However, the bird rejects him, scratching his arm before flying off. Undeterred, Noah follows the eagle into a dense forest, where he spots smoke in the distance. As he approaches, Noah accidentally falls through a glass ceiling and lands in a trap. Managing to free himself, he encounters an orangutan named Raka. At first, Reka mistakes Noah for an enemy because of the electric wand he carries, but Noah explains his plight. Realizing Noah isn't a threat, Raka reveals that his tribe was recently destroyed by the masked apes, and he survived by building a hidden settlement underground. Raka shows Noah a collection of books, a novelty to the young ape. He then shares that he is part of the Order of Caesar, a group dedicated to preserving the true Caesar's teachings. These teachings have shaped the foundation of many laws in ape society handed down through generations. Tragically, Raka is now the last surviving member of the order. He reveals that the masked apes have corrupted Caesar's legacy, twisting his principles to serve a tyrant known as Proximus Caesar, who creates his own oppressive laws. According to Raka, Caesar was a revered ancestor who believed in unity and the strength of apes, not the violence now being promoted. He fondly recalls a time when humans and apes lived harmoniously, as Caesar had envisioned. Raka decides to assist Noah in finding his clan, hoping Noah can embrace Caesar's true teachings. The pair gather supplies and set out from the hidden settlement. Later that night, as they camp and share food, the girl reappears, snatching 2 fruits. Noah is initially angry, but Raka calms him, explaining that she is simply hungry. He suggests offering her a blanket, but Noah hesitates, as it belonged to his late mother. Raka reminds him of Caesar's emphasis on compassion, persuading Noah to relent. The orangutan names the girl Nova, after a human Caesar once befriended. That night, they find an observatory. Noah looks at the stars through a telescope, and Nova joins him, captivated by the sight. The next day, Nova continues to follow them. They come across a lake where zebras are grazing, only to notice a group of primitive humans approaching to drink and bathe. Seeing this, Nova, dressed in modern clothing, is moved to tears, realizing how humans have evolved. Meanwhile, Raka gives Noah a locket bearing Caesar's symbol, urging him to honor the original teachings. Before long, Silva and his army arrive at the lake, rounding up humans for sport. They spot Nova hiding with Raka and attempt to capture her. However, Noah arrives just in time on horseback and helps them escape. Once safe, Noah observes Nova closely and tells Raka she can speak. Skeptical, Raka dismisses the claim, as he believes humans have lost the ability to speak. To their astonishment, Nova says, "My name is May," and reveals she knows the location of Noah's clan. May offers to guide them, and the next morning, she leads the group to a raging river with a fragile wooden bridge. Despite Noah's doubts about crossing, May insists it's the only way to reach Silva's camp. Before they can proceed, Silva and his soldiers appear on the opposite side of the bridge, trapping them. During the ensuing struggle, May falls and becomes entangled in a net below. Raka attempts to rescue her, but is swept away by the river's powerful current. As he climbs back, Silva captures Noah and May and cuts the net. With his last words, Raka reminds Noah of Caesar's creed, apes together strong, before being carried away downstream. Silva brings Noah and May to his camp, located on a rusted ship near a massive vault that Proximus Caesar has been attempting to open. At the camp, Noah is reunited with his mother and friends, Sona and Anaya. They embrace tearfully, relieved to see each other alive. Meanwhile, May is taken to a room where she meets Trevathan, a human who, like her, can speak. Trevathan reveals he has willingly allied with Proximus, believing humanity's dominance over Earth is a thing of the past. He admits to creating the electrocution stick and reading history books to Proximus, who used these texts to distort Caesar's teachings and glorify human deeds. Outside, Proximus and his forces work tirelessly to open an ancient human vault using chains, gunpowder, and other tools, but the door remains sealed. Trevathan warns May that if Proximus gains access to the vault's technology, he will establish an empire of apes, eradicating the remaining humans. Later, Proximus invites Noah and May to dinner, discussing evolution and his vision of surpassing apekind to match human intelligence through the vault's technology. He attempts to manipulate Noah, emphasizing humanity's potential threat while demanding May reveal her plans. When she refuses, Proximus turns to Noah, suspecting she has confided in him, but Noah denies it. After dinner, a disheartened Noah expresses his doubts to Koro's eagle about freeing his clan. However, Reka's necklace and the memory of Caesar's teachings reignite his resolve. Sensing Noah's determination, the eagle perches on his hand, ready to assist. That night, Noah confronts May about her true intentions, regarding the vault. May admits she is searching for a book capable of restoring human speech, explaining how a virus once enhanced apes' intelligence but stripped humans of their ability to communicate. She realizes the importance of teamwork and reveals she knows the path to the vault. The next day, Noah, May, Sona, and Anaya climb to the vault with a plan to sabotage its contents by flooding it. As they spread gunpowder near the dam, Trevathan discovers their plot. Despite May's attempt to persuade him to join, Trevathan refuses, claiming no one can defeat Proximus. He threatens to report them, leaving May no choice but to silence him. After planting explosives, the group ventures into the vault, discovering it deserted. May powers it up and finds the book she was seeking, a deciphering key to activate a satellite system. Meanwhile, Noah explores the vault and discovers picture books depicting humans enslaving apes, shattering his belief in past harmony between species. Their exploration is interrupted by Proximus's soldiers. A lieutenant seizes Sona and demands May's intentions. To their surprise, May draws a gun she found in the vault and eliminates him before triggering the explosives. The dam bursts, flooding the settlement and creating chaos. As Proximus's apes flee, Silva chases Noah, leading